Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Now I know it's been a while since I've done a video. Let me give you a little bit of a background. I've been a stay-at-home mom for the last 8 years to my two beautiful kids, but I thought it was time for me to finally go back to work, have my own little life. And so I did start working about 4 months ago, but it's been a kind of a hard transition to be going through at the moment. I have to kind of balance out being a mom, being a wife, and being an employee, I guess you can say. But I do miss you guys so much, so I finally got to sit down today, do my makeup, and talk about my 2019 makeup favorites. This basket that I have right over here has all of my favorites. So without further ado, let's stop talking and let's jump in. Alright, let's start off with the way that I do my makeup. After I do my skincare in the morning or whenever I'm doing my makeup, I have to kind of let it sit there for a little bit and soak in. But I start off with my primer first. So for 2019, I have tried out a lot of different primers. And for my dry to normal skin type, this combo has been my favorite go-to. I wear this to work, I wear this when I go out, and it is the Becca First Light Priming Filter and the Touch and Soul Primer. So I use this first all over to hydrate my skin. This is like my 4th bottle. I love this stuff. I know I've talked about it all year on my channel. If you've watched me, I can't live without this. And then this I got last year actually, and I kind of put it to the side. But this is a light pore filler. This doesn't make my skin feel dry. A lot of the pore filling primers usually emphasize all the dry cracks. This one doesn't. I only use 1 pump of it and I kind of press it in to the middle of my face and anywhere where I have big pores. No, it does not fill them in completely, but it does smooth it out, making the foundation look fabulous. Alright, so my next step in my makeup routine is foundation. For 2019, I also did try a lot of foundations. I've tried out the Fenty foundation, the Anastasia foundation, Pat McGrath, Makeup Forever, some of my old favorites, some of my new. And the ones that I found that work great with my skin type is for drugstore, it's the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. This does, the one thing I don't like is the way it applies. It comes in a doe foot applicator. It does have a little bit of a weird scent, but this is what I wear to work every day. This is a light to medium foundation. It does give your skin that healthy glow. It makes it look luminous, but it sets on your face. And the reason why I love this is as it wears off gracefully. It doesn't leave any cracks or dry spots. I jumped way too late on the bandwagon with this, but I highly recommend, especially for those of you who are dry skin, you will love this foundation. The next foundation is one that I really wanted to try, but I was kind of pissed off about buying it because of the price. I couldn't justify it for a while, and then when a sale came up, I tried it and I was like, you know what, if I don't like it, I'll return it. And I hate to say, I really loved it. It's the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. Talk about a long name. But it comes like this, and yes, I did keep the packaging because I thought it was super fancy. But it comes like this, and it's in a bottle like this. I am in shade Light Medium 8. This is what I'm wearing on my skin today. I love this. Yes, this is a very lightweight foundation. I like the fact that you can still see my freckles and things like that, but it looks so nice on the skin. It just makes your skin look like better skin, but still look like skin. How many times did I say skin? Yeah. Do I recommend that you buy it for the full $60? No, but once in a while, the Pat McGrath website does a 20 to 25%. That's when I recommend that you pick this up. I really love this foundation. I don't use a lot of it. I saw some reviews about it and people were like pumping like 6 pumps. I only do 2 to 3 pumps, and then I just go in with Beauty Blender kind of to blend it in. If you have a lot of acne prone problematic skin that's like red, it's probably not going to be a foundation for you. but I love wearing this for events. I love wearing this for going to work, and as I mentioned, as it starts to wear off, it wears off gracefully. It doesn't leave any dry patches. I will definitely repurchase this. And my last foundation that made it into my final countdown for 2019 is one that has a little bit more coverage for those of you who do love coverage, and it is the Stellar Foundation. This right now is on sale on Sephora, I believe, for $19, so grab it. I really do like it. I'm in shade S03. I do like this. This is a medium to full coverage. I do wear this on nights that I will be out for a long time, that I know I'm going to be sweating, and I do want a little bit more full glam. This foundation I got a sample of, and I was not expecting on liking it, but it wore so pretty on my skin. It didn't emphasize any dry spots, and it wore so pretty and lasted all night. So this is something that I definitely recommend picking up and trying out. As I mentioned, it's on sale at Sephora right now for $19. Definitely try it out. You will not regret it. For concealer, what's new? It's still my favorite. It's the First Aid Beauty Hello Fab Bendy Avocado Concealer. The shade ranges suck, but if you are medium to light skinned, I do recommend trying this out. This does have medium coverage. I like to wear this anytime that I'm wearing like a light to medium coverage foundation. If I'm wearing like a full foundation, obviously I will go in with a heavier type of concealer, but for day to day when I'm wearing light to medium foundations, I do like something like this. It's hydrating. It doesn't look cakey under my eyes. I tend to have very dry under eye areas, so this is perfect. The shade that I'm in is in shade 2. I really do love this. This is my 4th tube, I believe, and as long as they continue making it, I will continue getting it. Alright, so for setting powder, this is something that I bought a small size of it last year, and then Influenster and Hourglass sent me the full size, and it's the Hourglass Translucent Setting Powder. I really love this setting powder. It does not emphasize. It looks so beautiful. I can even bake with this, and I do not ever bake my face because I'm dry, but this is so amazing. I use a lot of it every day, and I still have a lot of it left. When I finish this, I will definitely purchase a full size of it, but I do recommend it because if you do just put a little bit underneath and whatnot, this is the way to go. Whether you are oily or dry skin, I highly recommend this setting powder. When I do my makeup, I do like to use a little bit of a luminosity, like finishing powder, and I think you guys heard me talk many times about the Lancome powder in the shade Absolute Pesh. This particular shade is hard to come by, but it's a very luminous powder. I don't do it all over my face. I kind of like just add it over here and just like lightly in certain areas so that the skin can look like it has a healthy glow to it, even if I'm wearing a matte foundation. But if you cannot find this particular powder, I would definitely recommend the Galactic Luminous Face Powder. I'm in the shade Light. It's basically a press version of it. I just take a little bit of a brush and add it on. That's what I'm wearing today, just to give me a luminous finish and a healthy glow. All right, moving on to bronzers. Bronzers is personal preference, but I don't like to look super bronzed. I do like to have a little bit of dimension added on. I barely get any sun, and I do not self-tan as much, but my favorite has been the Fenty Beauty Sun Stalker bronzer in the shade In the Sun. It is the lightest shade, and I don't really use it to bronze that much, but I just use it on my outer 3 on my sides of my face and a little bit over here to give me a multi-dimensional face. Every time when I put on foundation, I just feel like I'm just one dimension, very flat, and this adds dimension back to my face. And to contour, just to give me a little bit of divots here and there, and you know, right over here, because I have been gaining weight. I just love food. But is the NARS Laguna bronzer. It looks like this. I really do love it. It is such a cool tone bronzer. This is the new reformulated formula. I really do love this. I just add a little bit of it wherever I need a little bit of a divot. and these do the trick. For blush, I have used many this year. You name it, I tried it. And the one that I really love is the one that I'm wearing today. It's from e.l.f. that I bought for $3, and it's in the shade Candid Coral. It's such a beautiful orangey shade. It looks like this. I don't know if my camera is kind of washing it out. I just love a pop of orange on the cheeks. It looks so gorgeous, and it's $3, so it's something that I will continue purchasing throughout the years. This is my second one, but yes, this color is beautiful. All right, for brows, I have, what do you know, same old, I'm a creature of habit. It's the Anastasia Brow Gel, and then the e.l.f. little duo kit in dark. Now, let me tell you, my eyebrows are pretty full, so I use this just to fill in any sparse areas, and my eyebrows are thick and unruly, so I do need something to kind of glue it down. If you have no brows at all or very little brows, this is not gonna work for you. But if you're somebody like myself who has thick brows and you just want to like fill in just a little bit and have them set, these two are ones that I highly recommend picking up. Right. Moving into eyeshadow, I went a little crazy this year and bought a lot of different eyeshadow palettes, but the one that I used out of the collection the most whenever I wanted to have like pizzazz and like look sultry and smoky is the ColourPop. It's my Pleasure palette. It's the monochromatic purple one. It looks like this. This is so gorgeous. The colors in it are just divine. Shimmers in the palette are just amazing. They do something magical to my brown eyes. This is one that I wore the most throughout 2019, and it's only $12. All right, so I'm kind of going to be cheating, but I want to list my favorite 2019 eyeshadow purchases, and only because I purchased them not too long ago, like in the last couple of months. This is the ColourPop Sweet Talk palette. This palette I got very late in the game as well, and it's one that has peachy tones in it. This is a fabulous palette. I wear this a lot at work. I love the peach tones in here, but this particular palette is, oof, it just talks to me. I love peachy tones on my eyes. The next palette is another new release, and it's from Huda Beauty, and it's the Nude Light palette. This is so beautiful, and this is something that I wear to work a lot as well. These nude tones just, gorgeous. I really love these tones. They're everyday tones. As I mentioned, I do wear them a lot to work, and they're so easy to blend and a pretty fair good price for Huda Beauty. Last but not least is a palette that I've had in my Sephora basket for over 2 years. I talked myself out of it for such a long time. I did not want to buy it because of the price, but then I got some gift cards, and then Sephora had that whack-ass sale, and it's the Pat McGrath Mothership 4 palette. This, first of all, the packaging is so weighted. One thing I do have to say, Pat McGrath, her packaging is divine, even her minis. But this is such a weighted palette. It's gorgeous. This palette is $125. Like I mentioned, I did have gift cards and then the sale, so it kind of helped. This palette is everything. Looks like this. The colors in this palette are just divine. Oh, like this red is life. The mattes in here are a little bit hard to blend, but what I mean by that is once you place it, you have to work it. And these shadows, her formula, lasts on my eyes all day. I know I'm not just hyping up Pat McGrath, but honestly, I try to find a reason to go and return it. I really did. These toppers right here, these 3 toppers are life. You can wear them alone, just on your lid, and I'm wearing a little bit of it right now, or you can put it on another shadow, and they just do some magical. The only color I do not like in this palette is this shade right here, but everything else in here just looks so pretty. I've worn this to work, and I've gotten so many compliments, but it took me a long time to get it, and I'm so happy I have it. So for my favorite lashes of 2019, honestly, I'm a more natural type of gal, if you haven't noticed. And plus I have very small eye shape. Anytime that I wear super fluffy, my eyes look like super small. But the ones that I've bought over and over and over for years is the Ardell Demi Wispy. I buy them in packs. I reuse them about 4 to 5 times. Amazing price. It's what I'm wearing right now. I love this. It just adds pizzazz. We'll continue purchasing it for many years to come. The glue that I use with those strip lashes are the Kiss strip lash adhesive with the aloe in it. I really love this. It keeps your lashes on. They're hard to find, but when I do find them, sometimes I get them from Amazon, like 4 to 5 of them. Just keep it, because once you get down to like down here, it becomes very thick and the formula changes. I always have it as backup, and it's like about $4 to $5. Really love this. For mascara of 2019, that's another thing that I feel like I've tried a lot of. I've tried little minis, I've tried full size of like high-end drugstore, and the one that stole my heart for my non-existent lashes is the Essence Lash Princess in the green bottle. I really love this mascara. This is my 3rd tube this year, and that's saying something for somebody that, you know, tries a lot of different mascaras. You guys know, usually I always wear lashes, but since I've been going to work, I've tried to have like minimal makeup days or whatnot, but with my non-existent lashes, I always feel like I need to add some. Well, this particular mascara, I will curl my lashes, put this on, and there have been days I don't wear false lashes. Yes, I mean, who am I? All right, last but not least for eyes is favorite eyeliner. I don't use Kat Von D for, you know, many reasons, as people know now, but my favorite brush on tip liner has to be the Clinique Pretty Easy liquid eyelining pen. I got this in like a sample kit from Clinique. I purchased their moisturizer and they sent me like their lipstick, which is nice, like other skincare, and then this eyeliner. I was very surprised. This does have a stiff brush tip applicator, which I really enjoy. It's what I put my eyeliner on today. I really do like this. It doesn't transfer, super easy to use. Will definitely purchase one. Highlighters, make those cheeks glow. For drugstore, still the Nude Essence Pure Nude highlighter in number 10 Be My Highlight. I really do love this for an everyday type of a glow. It's something that's super smooth, but it just leaves your skin looking nice. I don't know if you can see this, but it's super pretty. It leaves it more natural, kind of lit within. I do recommend this for a day-to-day type of a look, or for anybody who does have mature skin. It doesn't emphasize any of your like skin or fine lines, textures. Really love this, and I believe it's under $5 as well. For my high end, it was kind of hard. Like I mentioned, I'm a creature of habit. I do have a lot of them. I keep going back to the same ones over and over because I just like the way that they look. And for mine, it is the Estee Lauder Heat Wave. I think it's the same thing as a MAC Whisper of Guilt. It's just a gold, but the formula is super pretty. I do have a little bit of it on my face along with like 15 other ones, but I really do like this, and it's the one that I keep going to. For as fair as I am, I do still like this, but my other one that I do have on my face today is the Fort de France NARS one. See, when you swatch this, it kind of looks blah, but when you put it on the skin, it just does something, and it's the one that I purchased last year, and it's one that I continue using because I really do enjoy this formula. So for setting mists, the one that I've been using a lot for 2019 is the Max Fix Plus. The Skindinavia one that I mentioned many times, I do use it on rare occasion when I'm going to like some kind of an event. It does have alcohol in it, so it's something that I do not use on my face over and over on a daily basis. But when I go to work, I just spritz my face with this. This is like my 30th bottle. I don't really know at this point. I really like this. Does it make your like makeup last longer? No. That's the alcohol in the Skindinavia one that I mentioned. Okay, so last category, last but not least, is my lip products for the year. Lip liners, I still don't have a favorite, so I'm not gonna sit here and try to justify and name out some. But for lipsticks itself, if it's a matte formula for the matte lipsticks. I really do like the Pat McGrath little trios. I got this trio for $25. I'm wearing one on my lips right now. I've kind of walked away from liquid lipsticks, so yeah, if it's matte, I still want it to be long wearing, and this does not transfer. I really do love her, like if you're getting a colorful bold lip, her matte formula is nice. Nude formulas in her Pat McGrath, not so much. I do not recommend that. But for nudes, I still hold tried and true for my nudes, and it's from MAC. Honestly, I know there's so many brands, so many different nudes, but the ones that I keep going back to are my classic MAC lipsticks. I love the color Yash, Flesh Pot, Honey Love, kind of sexy with a little bit of gloss, and I'm good to go. I really do love trying out new formulas and new brands, but those are the ones that I keep going back to the most. So as I mentioned, if it's something bold or whatnot, I even recommend the bold matte lipsticks from MAC, but liquid lipsticks are just not my deal anymore, and so I just go back to these brands. Now for glosses, I've tried a lot of those too this year. I've been a glossy type of a girl. Anytime that I wear a nude, I want to add a little bit of pop of gloss to it just to make my lips look juicy. And my favorite ones have been the Sephora gel lip glosses. It is a gel-like formula. I hate sticky formulas, and that is why I don't buy sticky formula lip glosses. Highly recommend. Another one that has a very similar formula is the Lime Crime Wild Cherry lip glosses. I have 2 left because I've used up 3 of them so far. It's super pretty, smells so good. Yeah. And that is all for my 2019 favorites in makeup. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Please let me know in the comment section down below what have been your most repurchased, most used, most favorite makeup products of the year. I really want to know. I did do a huge declutter this year, but then I repurchased a lot more. So in 2020, I really do want to not necessarily do a no-buy because that was a big fail for 2019. That was what I was supposed to be doing this year. But I want to try to use up most of my products in my collection. And whatever doesn't bring joy, to either give it to somebody else to use or just throw it away. I hope that this new year brings you lots of love, lots of prosperity, lots of new adventures, happiness, laughter, wealth. But thank you guys so much for sticking around with me. Happy New Year, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.